Hi, good evening, good morning, anywhere you are now, anytime. And let's start. Okay, now we are inside the testing folder in workshop, and this folder created by TreeShade, and within this folder you're supposed to put your project and edit them. There are output locations here, but it's only for output. Don't edit them. Only the root here must be workshop. And this, of course, the TreeShade root folder for all TreeShade metadata, output, workshop, all centered in this location. And after installing, TreeShade will ask you to create root folder. Here I have inside the partition this trst. You can put anywhere and save as you want the name. And also, if you uninstalled TreeShade or if you moved the root folder from computer to computer and installed TreeShade again, you can select the old folder to be root for TreeShade again. Okay, let's start in the subject of this session. But before that, let's make a quick introduction. Here we are talking about software, this software called TreeShade. I have developed this software over 10 years and still developing. It's totally free. You can install from Adobe Exchange. And it's an extension for Adobe Creative Cloud, especially Adobe InDesign, for content management and auto-generating for design. In addition to extension or startup script for Adobe Bridge. In addition to local server, this local server executed through file you will find in the root folder. This file called main.js. Install Node.js from Google. It's free. And install any required package you will find at the beginning of this file. Search on internet if you need help about that, or ask ChatGPT how to install and run the Node.js application. After executing the local server, you need also a tunnel to connect this server online. Here I have Ngrok. Ngrok, it's very easy to set up, and also search for it and install in the same folder, the root folder. If you want to use the free edition, you will get a random domain, but here I have a specific domain connected to this local server. So I pay about $8 monthly subscription. Okay, after this introduction, let's start. In Adobe InDesign, you will have two menus, TreeShade and Live Snippet. In TreeShade, here you will have option for auto check-in, and Let's start in creating a project to test. So here we have folder called testing, and inside testing let's create a new one called test B. Okay, inside test B you can use TreeShade submenu. It's called new at the top, and here you will have template files revealed as commands here and submenus, and they are installed with the software. If you click at any command, the file itself will be duplicated in the current folder. So here I can create a new InDesign document, select this, create to cloud InDesign, or simply create a new document in InDesign and save in the folder as you want. Here let's name layout. This folder created automatically by TreeShade. Don't delete it or remove, and don't edit its content. Now let's open. Now I make modification here. Let's save the document. Here, depending on the current settings, if I save a document, TreeShade will ask me to check in the document. What does that mean? Let's put Adobe InDesign on the left and Adobe Bridge on the right. Okay. Now let's save. Here the question, do you want to check in? Because I saved the document, this prompt appeared. If I click yes, TreeShade export a new PDF file and also create a new version for the document, and also export PNG or JPG files, represent the page of the document, and finally it will reveal the PDF file in Adobe Bridge. All that happens when the document checked in. So here we have in versions PDFs, where each version have its separated PDF. If we go to versions here, you will have file have this prefix ver01 to determine the version number, and here if you click here you will go to the workshop location in the same project relative path. testing, test B. So using this bar, you navigate between the workshop location and the parallel locations for output. It's separated entirely because each one have different route, but all connected by TreeShade. So if you modify the file name here or move from folder to folder, it will be reflected. Before modifying the file name, let's close the document, because here in Windows you couldn't rename the file if it's opened. But I think in Adobe Bridge, in Macintosh, you can modify the file. But I added code to TreeShade to trace the modification and relink the new file to the opened one, but I'm not sure if it's still active in the recent versions of InDesign. Anyway, let's try to rename. Let's name brochure. Okay, now if we go to page, you will have a folder have the same name, brochure.indd. The folder have the same name of the document. Inside the same relative path, testing, test B. But instead of be inside workshop, it will be inside page workshop. Because here page have folder for the workshop copy of the document, and also a folder for the versions. Each version have its separated JPG files. How you can go to the versions image of the page? Go to versions and select the version that you want and go back to page. Then you will have we will have the same, but with this ver01 brochure. Okay. Here you have PDF. Now if we modify the file, let's open again, but always be assured that you are inside workshop, not directly inside workshop, but the root here workshop, so you are in the editing location. Let's open the document and let's create mini page. Okay, now if we save again, the same question will be revealed again, and if we click yes for checking in, the current version will be updated. And wait until the PDF revealed. If the PDF revealed, then the process done. Let's go back again here. Now if you go to page, you will have separated JPG files with 4 digits, and you can use these to open the document on a selected page. Like if the document is closed here and you tried to open the JPG file, like let's try to open this 003.jpg. I'm trying to open the JPG. Now the document itself will be opened on that page. To show this clear, let's zoom in and let's save again. Let's make any modification. And save again. Now when you save the JPG files will be updated without checking in. So if you click no, let's try again. Let's change the color here. And save. See, automatically the image updated, despite you check in or not, because these represent the workshop copy, not the version. So click no, and let's go to page number 1 here. Now let's try to double click here. See, you go to this page. So you can browse your document using this JPG image. And it's useful if you have image placed in some document and you selected the image here in your computer and Adobe Bridge, then select this command, query placing locations. TreeShade will create a query folder and make copies of all pages in all projects for all page, represent the page. If you double click on any image, that document will be open on that page. It's very practical feature. Let's try that in practical. So let's put folder here called links. Let's put any file. Okay. Now, if you save the document, you want to check in now. Now there is a relation between this image and the document itself. So if you select the image and from TreeShade menu select query placing locations, you will have here auto-produced query folder inside the queries, inside workflow. this new random temporary folder have the same relative path of all projects, and the parent folder of the image will be the document name, and you can browse the folder, and these new copies of the image you can delete. If you double click on the image, the document will be opened on that page. The same that will happen if you double click the associated workshop copy of the page. So let's try. See? Okay. Now for checking in, there is an option to create a new version each time you save, not to update the current version. So to change this preference, uncheck, then check the same command. Like here, the command that we want is this: checking in after save. If it's unchecked, now if you modify a file, if you modify and save, nothing will happen, just saved. But here, let's go back, remember that we are here in queries folder. So we need to go back to our project folder, go back until you get to the workshop testing test links. Let's go here. Now the file will be marked in yellow, but to be labeled here, you must close. Let's close without saving because we already saved it. Now if we go back here, you will have this label, need to be checked in, because we saved the document without checking in, as a result of unchecking the option. Now you can check in the document in Adobe Bridge. Right click here and select check in. Or you can select the document, go to versions, and the same thing, you can right click on the version and check in. Let's try. Now the document is closed, so when we check in, check in as final, no, as proof. Now we have here, the document will be opened, updated and closed. Updated, checked in and closed. Sometimes here you need to refresh F5 to update the label. Now it's current. Now let's check in again. Let's check the option for the checking in again, auto check in. But for now, let's make creating a new version each time. Each time you save the document, a new version will be created. If the previous modification is important for you, and you need every time you save the document, you get a new version, do that, but you will have many files. So let's check the command again, checking in after saving. And now we will get detailed questions about the preference. The first question that what we want: do you want to create a new version after every save? Click yes. Then you will have a new version every time you save a document and check in done. If you click no, just the current version will be updated. So let's click yes. Now you will get another question. Do you want to be asked after every save? So if you save a document, a question will be prompted as you saw before, ask you if you want to check in or not. Because sometimes maybe you make modifications and you didn't yet finish. You want to continue modifying the proof next day or in different period. So you click no. The current version will have different out of date for the working copy. If you click yes, every time automatically after saving, the checking in will be done. Without asking. But if you click yes, it will be asked, and depending on your answer every time, the file will be checked in or not. Let's click yes. Okay, now let's try to make modification. Like, let's move the first page here, the image at the first page, and let's save. And do you know, let's go to or no need to go anywhere, because Adobe Bridge every time will reveal the output. Just okay. Save. Do you want? See, now the question have different. Do you want to create a new version? Because the option when we uncheck the command and checked again, we answered yes for creating a new version. So every time you will have a new version. Do you want to create a new version? Yes. Now the checking in will be executed. See, you have now ver 02. Size, let's modify. Label, it's here, it's supposed to be, let's refresh F5, see, it's current. So I told you need to refresh, click F5. So this is the current version. Let's make another change. Save again. Do you want to create a new version? Yes. Now a new version will be created, a new PDF will be exported. The same for the page. If you want to update the version 3 without creating a new version, like see, let's make modification here. Let's put the photo down. And this, like this. And let's save. Now I don't want to create a new version, so click no. And now this will be marked as need to be checked in. Go to versions and update here, check in. Do you want as final? No. And wait until the PDF revealed. This is a mark as the end of the process. F5. So the photo down. Now if we finish editing, let's finish editing, let's save again. But and also now we don't want to create a new version. Click no. Why? Because we want to check in as final. So now here it will be need to be checked in. Go back to workshop or for versions, and now right click and check in again. And now let's select yes as final. If you do that, the file will be marked in different color. Let's wait the PDF. Here you have current, but if you go to final PDF, it must be you must have final here. But the software have here TreeShade have bug here, so you don't get. Let's close the document and let's go to versions. F5. For the InDesign it not appears, but for other files this placed label created automatically to mark the image that it's used in your document. Now let's check in the file here. It's not only in design document that you can check in. Any file, you can create versions of it and check in. Check in as final, no. The file is already checked in. We go to versions. Let's make some modification. Save and close. Now the file the same here, marked need to be checked in, and it's very useful option that you need any file that you finished editing or anyone need to be checked in for printing, for proof reviewing. Here in workshop, in workflow status, you have queries about the files that need to be checked in on all your projects. This folder need to be checked in. It's active and updated automatically, need to be checked in. And here you have shortcuts for any files that need to be checked in. Here we supposed to have testing folder, but I'm not sure why it's not here. Because this modified anyway. If we go to versions now, you will have one version need to be checked in. But let's say that we don't want to update the current version. We want to create a new one. So instead of checking in, select create new version. But under editing, no. F5 and let's go to versions. Now you will have F5 again here. Okay, now you will have two versions, ver01 and ver02, and here marked current. What if you want to go back to old version to edit or to mark as final, to ignore the new one? You're doing that by double clicking the image, the old version, and you will have this question, set as current version for editing. If you click yes, the workshop copy will be updated. You will go to workshop and the file will be opened. I think that, no, the file will not be opened. But here we go back to the old version. Now you can edit. Let's edit in Photoshop. And let's save. Now the file actually connected to old number of the versions, but it's actually not the old one, the current one. So if we go back here, versions, F5, you will have that that ver01 is need to be checked in, not ver02, because the current version for editing the old one, the old number. So you can right click and check in to update. Check in as final, yes. See, it's updated, and if we click F5, it will get this label, final. So in different files, other than InDesign documents, final mark, it's working. But for InDesign, there is a bug there, and I need to update. So you can mark the document as final if you want. Okay, that's enough for this session. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using the software. It's totally free and you can install from Adobe Exchange. If you don't have the link for installing, go to exchange.adobe.com and from Creative Cloud page, search for TreeShade here. TreeShade with space or without space, no problem. And you will get here. Thank you for watching and goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I go live. Ask any question during the streaming, and we can discuss the situation, the problem in practical way. If you have solutions that you want, tell me, and let's figure out how we can do that together. Thank you for watching and goodbye.